live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Our best bets are our premium picks, but we try and win them all. We give out tons of free picks on this game. Of course, at sportschatplace.com and pickdogs.com, we give out tons of free picks on our YouTube channel, tons of free picks. On the YouTube channel, I generally pick out the feature games of the day, do the top, 30 or so. And then on this show, we kind of go over it again. And, I do those videos the day before, really right when the lines come out. So sometimes my picks change, and I definitely have a changer today in one of those. So I will let you know exactly when it happens. It's going to be quick because it's one of the early games. But let me bring in the cast of characters that I call my friends. Brian Bittler, Rod Zawacki, Ron Romanelli. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
It's March. It's madness. The winning continues. I'm off another winning day. I think I have 4 in a row now. Every day in March, I've been winning in college basketball. I plan on bringing it home today. I know we don't agree on every pick, but I think there's a few that we actually do agree on. But, yeah, that's the way that it works. I don't have a lot of picks today for a Saturday. I might add some, as I go. There's a few late lines that came out, and there was also some question marks out there and some line movement that I was kind of waiting on, and that's why I only originally had 3 picks. I added 2 picks because I like 2 of these early ones. I did not add the one that goes against my video pick, though, as an early pick. In my premiums, and that is Notre Dame against Florida State. I like Notre Dame in that one. I think they cover. It's one of those weird things, Florida State has not been playing really all that well on the road, and Notre Dame in these spots traditionally does okay. The weird thing is that the line movement indicates Florida State here. At least the betting action it says Florida State, but the line says Notre Dame. So it's one of those weird things where the money shows all coming in on Florida State, but the line showing 22% of the money coming in on Notre Dame, yet the line has dropped a half a point, and I think there's some pressure there. I've even seen a full point drop at DraftKings. So just throwing it out there before we even get started. I rarely go first, but. In that case, I just wanted to let everybody know that because I did say Florida State on the video. So I think it's a free pick. It's not a premium pick, but I'm just saying something looks funny there, and that's a place where funny things happen. So take it for what you wish. And you know that fans will be in the stands, right? Because now there's allowed to be fans in the stands in Indiana, correct? So I'm going to guess there'll be fans in the stands for that Notre Dame fan. I'm not a big fan of Notre Dame fans, but
I think you're a closet fan.
I'm a fan. I am a fan of closets. I love closets. We got it for a new master bedroom behind me. The design. We got some closet guy, and of course, as a typical closet guy is, it's like he blows the date. When he's supposed to be here, and he orders the stuff like last week, and he tries to pawn it off like I thought it was March 27th. It's like, it's like the old, I didn't know. I hate the play dumb. It's just one that never works for me. The play dumb never works. Never works, right? No, I'm not a guy that the play dumb works on. It just doesn't happen. Talking about playing dumb, Brian. We got Clemson, Pitt. We got Georgetown, UConn, Kentucky, South Carolina, Minnesota, Rutgers, Notre Dame, Florida State. All noontime starts plus. Navy, Loyola, Maryland.
Yeah, in this early set of games, I really like Georgetown Hoyas here, plus the points. I think Georgetown's covered 4 of the last 5 games, and they've been a scrappy team. UConn's going to do well in the tournament, but I just don't see them covering this number. I think it's a 5-6 point game win for UConn. And then Kentucky minus the 7.5. This team's been bad all year, but I think this is a feel-good spot for Kentucky. They can go in and blow out the hapless South Carolina Gamecocks. I like Kentucky laying the points.
Way for thin margin there that separates crappy and scrappy, right? It's just very, very little difference there. Could easily. Ron, any of these gems?
Yeah, the one I like is the one that you mentioned, Notre Dame and Florida State. Last night, like Mitch, I was more leaning towards Florida State, but as we see the line progress a bit and You look at Florida State and how they played on the road. Haven't really played too well on the road. The last road game was outright loss to North Carolina in that big collapse. So I think that Florida State's going to win this game. I just think it's going to be by a couple baskets at the most. So I'll take Notre Dame and the points here.
Rod?
In this time slot, I'm going to go against Navy this time. Navy's beat Loyola MD the last 3 games, but they beat them by 12, and then by 8, and then by 6. So now you're going to put it at 5.5. I think it's closer than that. Take Loyola MD. I think Navy wins the game, but by like 2 points, 3 points. I think we get a backdoor cover on that one. And I'm going to take a shot with the Gophers at home. And they play better at home. I know they've been on such a slide, but I think this is a good spot. They turn it around. Give me the Gophers here at home plus the points. Home dog.
No chance. I'm taking Rutgers in that one. Minnesota's terrible. Terrible. I think they're so bad that I believe that Pitino's on the hot seat and he might have to go. That's how bad this team is. This team went from ranked, they're in the 20s ranked, but they went from ranked to they're going to be under 500 in the regular season. This is a team that beat Iowa at home. Now they're dogs with a moving line against Rutgers. They are dog poop is what they are. I'm on Minnesota in that one. Like I said, I like Notre Dame against Florida State. Got a couple other picks out there in this slot. Anyways, Auburn against Mississippi State. Almost put this one in as a premium. Kind of talked myself out of it. That's what happened there. Wichita State against South Florida. Loyola, Illinois against Indiana State, who got the cover for us in the early premium show yesterday. Montana State against Sac State. I love saying that name. Sac State. Colgate versus something so condescending about it. Colgate versus Boston University. Sac State. Lafayette against Bucknell. Marshall against Charlotte. Didn't these guys just play yesterday? Or did they cancel? Who won that game?
Marshall won. Charlotte covered.
Yeah, good defense for Charlotte. Georgia against Alabama. It's a SEC championship game. No, it wasn't an SEC championship game rematch. They played Florida. So, anyways, it was a rematch of a regular season matchup. Alabama had the big second half in that one. Northwest State, Central Arkansas, Purdue, Indiana for the old Oak and Bucket. Not really. As football would be. Utah against Arizona State. Another one that I took off my premium list. Wagner against Mount St. Mary's. West Virginia, Oklahoma State. Everything up until 2 o'clock. Brian.
Yeah, there's a bunch that I like at 2 o'clock. I'll zero in on 2 free ones. I'm going to go with Northern Colorado again, plus the points. They got me a cover yesterday. I think they only lost by 1 to Weber State. I think they can keep it competitive again in this one today. And then the other one, I really likes Georgia. They took a 115-82 drubbing just a little while ago. I think they're at home. This line screaming Georgia. For me, I think they can keep that one competitive. Arizona State, almost a premium play for me. Utah is always a tough place to play. But I think the Sun Devils have played better in the second half of their schedule. I think they can win this game outright but take the points.
I'll bet you a stack of hats on that one for sure. Arizona State.
Which one? Arizona State. That's my least. That's the least one I like at all.
They stink. There's disappointment after disappointment. And if you want to be disappointed by them again, so be it. Not on my show.
I think George is far and away the best play in that 2 o'clock.
Ron, little Boston University Colgate for us.
Yep, I was just about to say it's not the sexiest pick, but I'll take Boston U and the points. Boston U, like I've mentioned plenty of times before, this was a team projected to do big things. They did get the win in the first round against Lehigh in the Patriot League tournament, and I do think they keep things close against Colgate here. Do see Colgate winning this game by about 10 points or less. And I also like UMBC laying the 6 against UMass Lowell. They've UMass Lowell's already won the first 2 games in the America East tournament, but UMBC is just a different breed. They play fantastic defense. They can only give up 64.2 points per game. And they also have the size advantage with Brandon Horvath down low. I think he's going to be the key player in this game. And if I'm not mistaken, these 2 teams didn't meet in the regular season, so this will be the first meeting we see. Not too much information between for the matchup, but I just think with the size advantage and solid defense that UMBC plays, I like the Retrievers there. I also like Wagner laying the 2.5. I see it maybe at 3 now against Mount St. Mary's. Wagner, they're my favorite to win the NEC championship, so this is a game that they have to win. It's a very big clash of styles. Mount St. Mary's plays more defensive style. Wagner, they like to run and gun. Mount St. Mary's is one of the slowest teams in the nation, so I'll take Wagner and lay the points.
Romanelli's making up teams again. Rod, looking down on us from the top of the daily leaderboard, and I think the weekly, right?
Yeah, rolling.
The king of the mountain.
For me, I like Utah. It's the better team. This Arizona State team.
I love betting against Arizona State.
Not so good.
Love it.
Love Utah on that one. I'm with Rod as well. I like Wagner. Give me Wagner over Mount St. Mary's. They're just rolling 9-1 their last 10 games, 8-2 against the number. Going against Mount St. Mary's team who's 5-5, 4-5 against the number, 4-6 on the road. I think Wagner rolls them up on that one. Wagner. I like West Virginia today over Oklahoma State. I know Oklahoma State's been just rolling, but this is like a letdown spot. I think we don't know how Buddy is. He rolled his ankle. Is he coming? Is he playing? Is he not playing?
He's not playing because the line is
I don't think
up.
he's.
The line is shooting up.
So I'm going to take West Virginia. That's a tough loss for Oklahoma State. He's your big leader with his big oomph. So give me West Virginia in that one. And I like Missouri. Give me Missouri over LSU. I think LSU is pretty much locked in their spot for their tournament. So give me Missouri. They need this win more than LSU. And LSU solid at home, 8-3 at home this year. And LSU not as good on the road as what they are at home. So give me Mizzou in that one. They need the win more than LSU. Oh, and I jumped the time spot, I think. My bad.
I liked West Virginia a lot, but I like them a lot less now. It seems to me that when big guy goes out, those guys always rally the circle of wagons, man. It's like Oklahoma State has a lot of good players, not just one. I did pick West Virginia. I'm glad I am far away from that thing because I have a feeling that one could be one where you could get sandwiched on both sides of that thing. Because Oklahoma State is a ridiculous backdoor cover team too. Because it's not just one guy. I mean, he's missed games before and they've won. So West Virginia, we've seen them in tight games. We've seen them in blowouts. We've seen them mostly in tight games. So it's I don't know. I'm kind of like I was considering West Virginia as a premium pick, and now I'm kind of glad I didn't. I don't know. Probably I could be just leaving a ton of money on the table. It's possible. I like Utah a ton against Arizona State. I almost put that one in as a premium. I didn't. I don't know why. I like Purdue against Indiana. Indiana's a sack of crap this year. I think Archie Miller's another coach who's on the hot seat. He makes a lot of money, and the expectation at Indiana is way, way higher than 12-13. You go 12-14, plus an early exit from the Big Ten tournament. I could see the short leash on this guy because he makes a ton of money. Indiana can basically get whoever they want. They'll probably go out and get Rick Pitino. They probably won't even think twice about it. Hire him with Iona. Bring in the entertainment committee. Makes sense. It makes a lot of sense, man. That's like a type of program that Rick Pitino goes to, right? Kentucky, Louisville, Boston Celtics, New York Knicks, Indiana, right? It just fits right in the line. There's also Greg Marshall out there. If he's hireable, looks like McDermott might be available. It's a lot of coaching, Les Miles. Our browser's still loading. Anyways. I like also in this slot. What was the other one? I like Mississippi State against Auburn. I already gave that one, right? No, I didn't. I like Mississippi State against Auburn. I almost gave that out as a premium. I took it off. I'll probably end up paying the price on that one as well. Or taking it down as a premium. So, a lot of picks I was going to have as premiums here and didn't. Villanova, Providence. Elon against Towson. Missouri, LSU. Rod jumped the gun on that one. Who'd you take? LSU?
He took Missouri, I think.
Missouri.
You took LSU.
I took Missouri, not LSU.
LSU? The hell are you talking?
I'm going to take Missouri.
Army versus
Good job,
American.
Ron.
Portland State against Southern Utah. I like Portland State in that one for sure. Prairie View A&M against Alcorn State. Incarnate Word Up against Abilene Christian. Louisville versus Virginia. Another one that I took out of my premium picks. I don't have a lot of premiums today. Missouri State against Drake. We know Brian's got Drake.
Yeah.
UCLA,
Cold
USC.
Day, cold day in hell.
Vermont against Hartford. Ohio State, Illinois. The feature game of the day. Number 4, number 10 going at it. It's like, did the public jump over all over Illinois after that win over Michigan? We'll have to take a closer look at that one. Brian, any of these?
Yeah, I like USC to pound the UCLA Bruins. Even though USC's on the road, I think they're the class of the Pac-12. It's going to be obvious on the court today. And then the other one, my favorite, should be a premium play, but isn't. Missouri State. It's going to end Drake today. I'm going to take him on the money line. I'm going to take him plus the points. Drake's beat him twice this year. They're not going to beat him a third time. Take Missouri State over Drake.
So UCLA 11-0 at home in a rivalry game.
I like USC.
Oof, it's not a place where I want to be putting my money on either.
Well, it's not a premium, but it's a strong lean for me today. Like the Indian Cowboy would say.
It says my back cracked. That felt good.
On Missouri State, though, take that one to the bank. If I could have a... I like Missouri State.
All right. Brian's
I'm glad I'll never have to see Drake again after today.
Wow.
They'll win by a point, those bad.
You'll see them in a postseason tournament.
It'll be an NIT if they don't
NIT.
make it.
Yeah,
It'll be an NIT if they don't win. Ron, any of these gems?
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Brian. I like Missouri State. Drake's just battling some injuries. Hemphill and Penn are banged up. And Missouri State, this is a team that led by 15 at halftime against Drake in the first game. They just totally collapsed second half. I don't see a collapse this time. I like Missouri State money line. It's like my two children going at it, Incarnate Word and Abilene Christian. But I got to choose one, and I'll take ACU and lay the points at home. Abilene Christian, one of the best teams at home in the nation, and Incarnate Word is terrible on the road. I see a big blowout win by Abilene Christian. I like Vermont laying the points against Hartford. Just not big on this Hartford offense. They have really a lot of issues scoring consistently, and I think this is the spot where Vermont shows up. They had a weak regular season. I didn't see them losing a game in the regular season, but had some bad losses here and there. I don't see them struggling in the conference tournament. That's about it for me in this window.
Rod?
I'm gonna go the other way in the ABC game. I like Incarnate Word. I think that's just too many points. I think our Incarnate Word comes to play. And the Abilene Christian wins that game, but not by that many points. I'll take Incarnate Word in that one. And I was looking at that Vermont one. I like Vermont to win the game, but I don't think they cover. I think they win by 6. I'll take Hartford in the cover in that one. With you guys, give me Missouri State over Drake. We can wave bye-bye to Drake today. Missouri State beats them up and they go bye-bye. I also like give me McNeese over McNeese State over Lamar. McNeese State just the way better team at home here in this one. Lamar not so good on the road. Give me McNeese State over Lamar on that one.
Definitely like Utah over Arizona State. And then I like
Definitely.
Definitely. Again. I also going Portland State against Southern Utah again. I really like that one too. Just seems ridiculous that the line is 2.5 and then 3.5. 18-3 versus 9-11. Right? How in the hell is the line 3.5? It should be like 7.5.
What game is that?
Portland State against Southern Utah. Doesn't even make sense.
Huh.
Rotation.
It looks like Portland State looks like the play there.
All day. It looks. Place number 634 on your rotation numbers.
There's just so many other good games.
4% of the money is on Portland State. The line has moved 1 point. 37% of the bets. 4% of the money. People hate this team. They hate this. They absolutely hate Portland State. I like Illinois against Ohio State on spite alone. Just don't like Ohio State. I know my nephews go there, but I don't care.
What's the spite for?
I don't like Ohio State. I'm still miffed about the 2003 national championship game.
Or maybe the Michigan game where they pounded them.
I had Michigan in that game.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I didn't.
We pounded them.
I had Ohio State in that game. I don't really care about that stuff.
Then you got me back in the
Michigan's not relevant in the major college sports landscape.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I mean they're a good fade, but outside of that, are they playing tomorrow? Is that what's going on with them? Michigan State, Michigan again tomorrow. It's got to be a good schedule tomorrow. Because I'm missing a lot of teams here today. I don't see NC State playing today either.
That's all right. We can mix them up a little bit. That way we have some stuff tomorrow.
Florida, Tennessee tomorrow.
That'd be a good one.
Rematch. Florida won the first one. I had Florida. I think you had Tennessee in that, Brian. It's okay.
I was there.
Ron was there.
Big game tomorrow. Lots.
Great. Spend the whole day in the studio again. Sounds exciting.
Wisconsin, Iowa, Nebraska, Northwestern, Michigan, Michigan State.
Northwestern's in a big game.
Yeah, they get to play Nebraska. Woo!
That's one like on a day like today, I skip over it for the video. Like Iowa State, Kansas State, I skipped it. I'm not doing that. I just gloss right over it. Those of you that haven't joined our YouTube Premium, it's the best deal in town. We have we can get your premium picks right here on YouTube. We have it in the description of this show. You can click on it. If anyone can't find it, just put it in the comments. I don't have the comments up, so I can't even see what you guys are saying.
So how did we do yesterday? I was 1-0-1. One of those.
I was 1-1.
Hurricanes.
That was a push.
Hurricanes was a push, yeah.
I was 1-1. I lost the Georgia Southern early. I was going to give Davidson. Remember when we were talking? I was like, I'm going to give Davidson, and then we got to me. I gave out Georgia Southern. They lost, and then I gave out App State on the last one, on the second one.
Yeah, I added Georgia Southern because of you, but I really liked it too, so I can't blame you.
I had the Colonels. They lost by 3.
Yeah, what happened to the Colonels? They did an Austin Pay on me. I woke up this morning.
Yeah. It was like, oh. I was like, wow, does this feel like deja vu?
Yeah, it looked like
so Lori says Michigan could win the whole thing. Yes, so could any other team that gets in, can win the whole thing. But we're talking about you got to have some guts, and Michigan clearly got less.
I think you got to keep your eye on Houston Cougars.
I think Illinois just blocked another shot and got a run-out layup. I think that's what just happened. It's like, how about our second-string guys just run past you like you're standing still all night? I mean, the speed differential from Illinois to Michigan was, like, stunning, right? I mean, it's like I watched the game again because that's what I do, right? And it was like the Michigan guys, they just couldn't even run the court with these guys. The guy who I don't know all the players' names and whatnot, but it's like the one guy with the blonde hair braids, tight. He's so much faster than everybody on the Michigan team, right? I mean, obviously Illinois was missing their best player in that game, kind of like Oklahoma State today, right? Anyways, who knows? Who the hell knows with this stuff? Where am I? 4 o'clock. I'm a little.
We
worried.
did 4. I think we're at 5.
I'm a little worried about that UCLA USC game too. I just think UCLA at home at Pauley, the revenge factor. I don't know. Mick Cronin.
Don't worry about it.
Mick Cronin can coach you out of a cover like no one's business. Getting points.
Take USC and don't worry about it.
I think Mick Cronin, the definitive Mick Cronin game, was that Nevada game in the NCAA tournament. We blew the 28-point lead. I think that was the game. I was at Hooters for that one at Vegas. But I rarely watch games.
I tip big at Hooters.
That was with Larry Outlaw from our Facebook group. He's like, hey, I'm at Hooters. I'm like, all right, man, I'm coming. Why not? He seems like a good guy. Right? The hell? This is what I do. Brought him some shirts. Anyways, got Western Kentucky, ODU, Kansas State, Iowa State, North Texas, UAB, the rematch. Wasn't pretty yesterday. I liked North Texas in that one, and didn't happen for me. Arkansas versus Texas A&M, Creighton, Butler, weird one. McDermott, right? He's not coaching. Duke, North Carolina. Mercer against Wofford. I had Mercer as a premium pick yesterday, man. I wish they could all be like that. It's like, if you have a game that all your premium picks could be like, how did that Mercer game yesterday? It's kind of like, by 20-something at halftime. It's like, go out, walk the dog.
Right?
It's like one of those
No
games.
sweating.
Yeah,
No worry about.
Those are the best, right?
No.
That was like the Iowa game the other night against Nebraska. It's like,
Oh yeah, they were.
I think that once in a while you get a game like that. Like Alabama against Kentucky in football was like that. Brian at Kentucky in that one. That was like 78
I can't.
It was like 78-0. It was like they put the fourth string in, they're high-fiving and ass slapping. They punched one in with like 3 seconds left to go or something. How about Ron, what did you think? I mean, you haven't been on the show. So Florida State puts in the Vipers, right, the other night against Boston College, up by 26. And they hit the 3 and act like they won the national championship. Is that okay because these are fifth-year walk-on seniors? Is that so that's acceptable? And the other team is okay with that?
Yeah, I think I've seen it a bunch of times now this season, and it's obviously painful if you're Boston College, but you really can't say anything because these are kids that don't get to play. So it's like, how can you, like, if it was like a starting player that did that, then obviously you can get upset. But like, that's the only points that kid's gonna make all season, all career. So you just gotta let it go.
No, he's had a few points. The kid that hit the 3, he was kind of the leader of the Vipers, right? He was like the head.
Yeah,
Viper.
but even still, I mean, I say you're rubbing in. I've seen buzzer beaters from the walk-ons, and it's just like they're up by 20, nails it. It's kind of like can't really say much.
Yeah, one of our ad guys was one of our guys who did our advertising on our site was a walk-on at North Carolina, and he has videos of himself bombing threes against Clemson, like in a blowout, with Roy Williams like cheering him on from the sideline. It's crazy. Telling him screaming at him to shoot. Yeah, so we got the next slot. Duke, North Carolina, Wofford, Mercer. I said them all. St. Bonnie, St. Louis could be one of the games of the day here. I could squeeze a premium pick out of that one. I definitely have an opinion there. Got the Jackrabbits, South Dakota State. I got my hat all ready for them. Jackrabbits, baby.
Nice.
Jackrabbits in action. This is a team that knows March well. Plays real well in March. Mike Dahm played at South Dakota State for 14 years.
Then he played the TBT.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
How was he? Was he good?
Mm-mm.
No?
Nope.
He's not the most athletic. All right, so we're up to Up to 645. Brian, any of these?
Yeah, I'm going to take North Carolina here. I'm not crazy about the line, but I think they put the last nail in the Duke coffin today. It's just a strong lean. And then I really like St. Louis. I think they're going to win the A-10 tournament. I think this is where they do to them what they did to them last month at St. Bonnie. They beat them handily. I like the line. Take St. Louis here.
I also is that your only pick in the window, Brian?
Yep, North Carolina and the Billikens.
Yeah, I like the Billikens as well. I think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be really close, but I do think that St. Louis winds up pulling it out at the end. But definitely not my strongest play. Just a slight lean if you wanted to hear my opinion on I think the best game on the board today. I also. Me and Chris were talking about before the show. Lamar, my DGen bet of the day. I think Lamar can take down McNeese. They're not the greatest on the road, but they took down Stephen F. Austin in double overtime. They've shown a lot of improvements, and I just think that Lamar and it's just McNeese State. I can't trust them even at home. I'll take Lamar. They took down Steve, my DGen play.
So we got. Go ahead, Rod. Are you still going?
No, that's it.
Rod?
For me, I like Wofford in this spot. Mercer won yesterday. I think Wofford wins this one. Sorry.
Is that it?
Yeah, sorry. Mine's in the next spot. That's all I like in that spot.
How many people joined your premium? A lot, and we appreciate all of the support. It's a no-brainer. I mean, I don't know what our record has been in the premium overall, but it has been really good. I wouldn't just sit here and say, if things aren't going well, like I had a bad January and really half of February. I was the first one to say my performance was unacceptable. But I will say one thing: that premium, I hate it because it's ridiculous. The price isn't fair for us, to be honest, and that's why I don't like it. And I've said that a bunch of times. But a lot of people do like it, and we're going to continue to do it at least over the short term. I do believe that eventually we're going to have to raise the price on it. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to our other cappers to have a product that inexpensive that gives out that much value. I don't know.
I just thought people complain about it.
Oh, no, there's people complaining.
I think overall it's been I can't even say it. It's been super. You can't find a better value, even if it's just something you take a look at before you make your own bets.
I'm not just saying that. I'm not just saying that, about it. It's like you should charge it around $20. How about this? I got an idea. I don't know where you work because you don't even show like a real name or anything, right? Or where you go. How about this? You go to your job, okay? And you have something that's worth, I don't know, people pay, $300-$500 for. Some people do. Well, just tell you, I'll give you $20 for it. See what your boss says.
It's like a swap meet.
Yeah. How about this? How about this? I'll send you my bills for what it takes to run this website. And I don't even charge for my time, right? And I mean, I don't know. I put in 18 hours a day, 16 from the second I get up till the second I go to sleep. Even when I'm on the golf course, I'm answering your guys' emails and questions and everything, right? When you hit the customer service, who do you get? It's me, right? It's like everyone's like, "Is this really Mitch?" Yes, it is. It's absolutely. I've talked to people on the phone. Is this really Mitch? Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. This is me. It's like I care. That's why I do it, and that's why I could be a prick sometimes because I care. If you don't care, then it's easy to just say, no big deal, right? Brush it right off. But I do care. So I mean, if $30, if the difference between buying something is $10, that's $30 or $20 for a month. So even if you break it out by the day, not by the pick and all that stuff, don't bet on sports. Don't. It's not good for you. It is not where you should be putting your money. I say this with sincerity, not just about buying our product or anything like that. If $10 over 30 days is going to make that big of a difference in your life, the last thing you should be doing is betting on sports. The very, very last thing. Because at 25 cents a pick or less, if you buy the $50 one, it comes like, 18 cents a pick or something. If that's not going to affect your profit and loss margin, at all. But it's like if $10 is going to make the difference in your life over 30 days, then I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I'm not like, believe me, I know a lot of people out there, they would say, give me your money, give me your money, give me your money, give me your money. I say, keep your money, man. Keep it. And spend it on your family or electricity. All right. When gambling isn't fun anymore, then it's time to stop. Man. Then it's time to stop. And that's where you go. It's like people ask me, why don't you drink anymore? I drank about 15 years past fun,
Right?
Way past fun.
Like way past the fun part.
T-money. Mitch, don't tell folks how to spend their money, bro. You don't know what folks have going on. I think the premium is a great deal, but you saying what people should do is whack. No. I'm just saying that if $10 is making a difference in your life, then I don't think you should be spending it on sports betting. And I don't want to be part of that. Like when people send me the email, it's like, I'm broke, I need this, I need picks, I need some winners, I need to bail out of this financial hole. I say, that's not what I do. That's not what this is about. That's not what our site is about. It's not what we do is about. You can go to the other guys. Believe me, they'll take every dime you have and guilt you into it. I ain't going to do it. I'm going to say keep your money. Anyways, let's do it. Let's get back to picking games. Oh, it's depressing, right? Man, that was so depressing. I feel like
I
crying.
was in a really good mood today.
I feel like crying. I feel like crying, man.
Are we on the 7 o'clock?
Yeah, I feel like crying, man. It's like maybe we should do a GoFundMe for the extra $10.
Nah, it's already a super deal, and there's people that probably hate us because it's up there. So
I'd say this too. The loudest boos always come from the cheapest seats. Anyways, Vandy Ole Miss, Northridge, Riverside, St. John, Seton Hall, Long Beach State, Irvine, Santa Barbara, Poly. Bunch of other games. Rod's Privateers in action against Southeast Louisiana. Loves them Privateers.
I love the Privateers.
He just likes saying Privateers. We know it.
Right?
He likes to throw people off. He won't even say New Orleans sometimes. He just says the Privateers. Just to
what
throw,
is the Privateers?
Just throwing them off my scent. VCU Davidson, which is another one that could be a really, really good game. By the way, I like St. Bonnie's in that St. Louis game. I'm on the other side of these guys. I think it is going to be a great game, but one thing that I have noticed about St. Bonnie's is that when push comes to shove, what these guys do is they punch the other team in the face. Literally. They have done it twice in the last week. And I do think that if things go wrong against St. Louis, they will do it to them too. I don't understand. We didn't ask for your opinion on the premium. We didn't consult with you when we started it, and we didn't ask for your opinion. You're not a premium member, so you really don't have an opinion, right? Because you don't know what people are getting and how they're doing and all that kind of stuff. You're just some guy in here who won't spend $30 but has an opinion about it. Anyways, VCU against Davidson. What we'll do is we're going to just get ready. It's time. It's just time. Anyways, Xavier against Marquette. Loyola Marymount getting the win yesterday. We talked about this one. San Francisco, Loyola Marymount. I didn't even make sense to me.
It seemed too easy, but it cashed.
Yep. That was Brian. It was too good of a bet.
No. I took Loyola Marymount, but I thought it was too good of a.
It's too good. I can't do it. It's too easy. It's like, I mean, like I've said a million times, there's certain cappers out there. I see picks they have. It's like I just bet the other side. Wyoming against UNLV, Fresno, Utah State, and Pepperdine, Santa Clara. That game's going to happen tomorrow morning. For you guys. For me, it's going to be tonight. Brian, anything here?
Yeah, and that set of games you just gave out, and I'm going to...
Hold on. I got to stop you. I'm sorry. My favorite comment, we get this one every year. We get this one all the time. This is my favorite. This is my very, very favorite. T-Money cashed on Pacific. Congratulations on yesterday. Oh, man. Where'd it go? Where did this one go? Oh, here it is. This show is trash. None of you have ever touched a basketball in your life. Because
what's that?
So here's my answer to this one. Okay, I have a couple bank accounts at a couple different banks. Okay, not one of those bank managers gives two shits if I've ever touched a basketball in my life. I'm sorry, Mitch. We can't take this deposit. Have you ever touched a basketball?
Picking these games has nothing to do with
It's like at the window at Westgate, it's like, I'm sorry, sir. This bag of money that I'm handing you, it just feels a little hollow because I don't think you've ever touched it. Here, they yell over, bring over the basketball. And they have to touch I don't even understand the comment, man. Have you ever ridden a racehorse, Rod?
A racehorse?
Have you ever ridden a racehorse? Mm-hmm.
I've ridden a horse, but not a racehorse.
Have you ever ridden a racehorse, like around the track? Race.
No, never did. I went horseback riding, but not that. Have I touched the basketball? Yes.
Ever hit a trifecta? Ever hit a trifecta at the track?
Oh, I've hit a superfecta.
Exactly. How about this? You ever been in a boxing ring and fought like a lightweight boxer? You ever won money on the boxing? How about UFC? You ever been in the octagon? It's like, this is just the dumbest comment.
The money they're paying, I'll give it a whirl.
I get emails like this all the time too. This is why the guys, they want to be why there should be a handicapper on the site, because they played baseball or something. It's like, I played kickball in elementary school. Does that mean I'm qualified kickball handicapper? Or dodgeball? How about dodgeball? I don't ever take a facial in dodgeball. It's like, it's just so stupid. It's just the dumbest thing. We're not coaching a team. Brian, who do you like in this slot? And how's your kickball skills?
I'd still play a game of kickball if we had a Pick Dogs kickball game. I'd enjoy that. I like throwing the ball at somebody's head as they're going down the first base line. But
right.
Anyway. In that group of games you gave out, I think that Seton Hall St. John's game really looks like a fillet of fishes versus the Sharps in this one. St. John's is the better team, but this line just looks like they're begging you to take the Johnnies here, and I think Seton Hall pulls out a win there. And then I'm going to go with Xavier plus the points against Marquette. Xavier just hasn't been right since they've come back from that COVID break, but I think they're the better team than Marquette. And just like yesterday with Loyola Marymount, I think Xavier gets the outright win. But I'm gonna take Xavier plus the points for my main bet, and then sprinkle a little bit on the money line.
Who do you like in the Romanelli versus Zawacki tetherball match to be played later this afternoon?
I'll go with age and experience, and I'll go with Rod in that one.
I don't know.
Good choice. I played a lot of tetherball. Love that game.
Considering I don't know what that is.
That means you're qualified to handicap it.
That means in tetherball is, you know where the rope is on the pole and the ball's
hit it back,
bash it around, and you have to take care.
Okay.
One has to go one way, and you have to get it wrapped around the pole. Once it's fully wrapped, you're the winner.
Isn't that usually on the beach?
It's usually on the playground for little kids. They used to hit it back and forth.
Romanelli's from New York, so he gets to talk about stickball glory days.
And handball.
It comes with being from New York. It's like if you ever met anyone from New York, they'll tell you about their hero days as a stickball player, especially Brooklyn. The best stickball
and lacrosse.
Yeah.
Big lax. But I'm just wondering when Utah Valley is going to start getting some respect. I mean, this team's 9-3 in the WAC, and they were getting, I think, 8 points or 9 points last game against Grand Canyon. They beat them outright by 4. Now they're getting 7.5 again. I'll take Utah Valley in the points again. I mean, they're my favorite now to win the WAC. They've got a great team, and I think they have a chance of beating Grand Canyon again. I also like VCU in a very good game again. I think the A-10 games today are really, it's going to be special to watch. But, Davidson just beat VCU on the 27th of February, but that was without Nishan Highland, Bones Highland. He's player of the year in the A-10, in my opinion. Put up 30 yesterday against Dayton. He did go down a little bit of a ankle injury, but I think he'll be fine for this one. So I'll take VCU and I'll lay the points.
Oh, man. Tears from the other one. Did you ever play in the WAC, Ron? So I don't know if you're qualified to give a pick there. You've never touched the WAC.
Never touched the WAC.
Rod, you ever whack the WAC?
Depends what we're whacking. We've definitely done some
tetherball.
whacking.
Whack-a-mole. We got tetherball.
Oh, whack-a-mole? Oh, I love whack-a-mole. That's the best.
You're qualified to handicap whack-a-mole.
Definitely qualified to handicap whack-a-mole.
I specialize in ring toss.
Hey, I worked in the Carney show for years. My uncle was in it, so we traveled around playing whack-a-mole. I know all those little Carney
King of the funnel cake. Rod's wacky.
King of the funnel cake. Well, that's the best. You can take those are the best. The corn dogs.
King of the
corn
funnel
dogs.
cake.
Yep. I'll make you a funnel cake.
How about the red
Pour
velvet?
that batter right into the fryer.
What's up with the red velvet funnel cake? I don't know any part of that.
It's because everybody hit that. We hit that trend where everybody was going on the red velvet cake, and we had red velvet cupcakes. Everything had to be red velvet. So they tried. We got to try the red velvet funnel cake. It's just a little coloring and some. Make it red. It's just cake. It's the same thing.
I'm not doing it.
No.
I'm not a red velvet person. I don't like the red velvet.
No,
I don't like
not a fan of it either.
I'm not a cupcake.
Eh.
I like a regular slice of cake.
Yeah. Cupcake's not enough. It's too small.
It's
just a tease.
It's like all dried out usually. I'm sure there are great cupcakes out there. I've just yet to find one I like better than this.
Just yet to find one, yeah. They're usually dry, just like you said, yeah.
I like coconut cake.
I don't like coconut.
No one asked you. Anyways.
Anyways, in this one, I like, just like I said, I like the Privateers. How could you not like the Privateers? They're 8-0 against the number at home. That's what we like. So let's take them again. Keep rolling. That number hasn't budged an inch off of 8. They're happy where that is. So I'll take the Privateers. I think they get a double-digit win here against Southeastern Louisiana, who's only 4-12 on the road. I'll take the Privateers. And I'm going to take Belmont. Enough of Moorhead. Bye. They lose. Give me Belmont. Wins that tournament. And I'm going to ride, give me Loyola Marymount plus the 5 they're going to get against St. Mary's. I think they keep that closer. If not, beat them outright. Give me Loyola Marymount against St. Mary's.
I like Ole Miss against Vandy. Ole Miss is good. I like St. John's against Seton Hall. I know this line has moved 3 points in the other direction. I don't care. Seton Hall's been terrible. And I don't have that many premium picks today, so I'm thinking I might add some. So I'm looking at these games saying, oh, man.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Looking at these, and it's like, oh, man, it's so tempting now with all these late lines, right?
Yeah.
It's like so tempting. But I always lose those. I was thinking of you the other day, Ron. I added St. Joe's. I went 4-1.
Yep. It's the add-on curse.
Oh, yeah. I had 4 picks. I added 1 to make it a 5-pack in the morning. St. Joe's. I had a 3-pack plus 1 bonus for my, for long-term subscribers. And then I changed it and I made a 5-pack and I went 4-1. It's like
it's just guaranteed.
Automatic. It's like that's why I'm afraid to add in the morning. But next week, this week coming up, we're going to have to add in the morning. We're not gonna
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's good practice. I don't know. William Mary's really dead to me. So I'm going to have to go with Wilmington there as well. I gave out South Dakota State Jackrabbits as part of the parlay video. Parlays have been good. Hopefully you guys have been playing those parlay videos. They've been pretty good. All right. That's it for college hoops. Brian, what are you selling today?
Well, another winning day yesterday. 11 of the 14 days have been winning days. I got my Brian Bittler's Saturday No Limit 5-pack. 18-8 run in college basketball, 69% over the last 9 days. Got 5 huge plays today, including my No Limit play, my early investment, my golden ticket, my President's Choice, my No Limit late investment, all 5, $50, pickdogs.com premium picks, or get the college basketball tourney pass for $250.
So it's no limit whatsoever?
No limit. Whatever your biggest bet is, that's what you go with.
The sky is the limit?
Sky is the limit.
There is no limit.
So
it's
25 cents. There you go.
Limitless. Wow. No limit, Ron. How can you follow that up?
Yeah, I know. It's going to be tough, but today I got my Super Saturday Dual Sport 5-pack. It's the first Saturday of March, and we're ready for March Madness, so you can grab my top 4 plays in college hoops and then throw in my NHL play of the day as well. All 5 plays for $34.95 at the website.
Right.
And for me, we have 6 winning days in a row. Let's make it a whole week with winning days in a row. With this, I got a college basketball Super Saturday 5-pack for you. We have 9-1 the last 2 days on college basketball. 20-5 the last week. I got a 5-pack up there for you on the website, $44.95. Be sure to grab it and just keep on rolling with his winning. Or, as Brian says, grab the whole March Madness tournament pass. That would have easily paid for itself already. Jump aboard. I'm going to have a huge March.
I have a 5-pack out there. I might add some more picks, but
don't you do it.
I know. It's like it's so tempting. I see like 5 games here that I really like. It's like it's so easy. Maybe I'll give them out on the late premium show or the early premium show. Give out a couple instead of just giving.
I've got one that I'm going to do that with. Good play.
Yeah. It's hard, right? It's like, oh, man. But I will say this, that I am going to increase my prices for my weeklies and 3 days and all that other stuff. I've kept mine super low compared to what the industry rate. I look at other sites. I charge $69 for a 3-day, and it's I see other guys charging $110.
Yeah, you're about $40 off.
I'm about $40 off, but I'm not going to raise mine that high, but I am going to raise them slightly. If you have packages, though, it gives you the option to renew before they expire, so you could keep the same price. So I'm not going to raise mine all the way up because we don't coupon. So I'm not going to like raise it way high and then offer you a deal. It's like, yeah, what we'll do is we'll pretend we're giving you something while we're screwing you. It's like, we're not going to do that. But it's just, it's only in fairness. I mean, when you have a guy charging $99 for minus 200, puck line plus 1.5. It's it kind of I don't think we're delivering less value for that. I've always kept mine really low to keep it inclusive. I'm talking about like $5 on a daily, and $10 on a weekly, stuff like that. I'm not talking about like giant price increases. I wouldn't do that. I want to keep in line with what the industry is doing, but still being fair price to the industry. Slightly lower, but I don't need to be half price. I don't think we're giving half price, so half value. I don't know if you guys disagree. You guys can email me. Whatever. We have guys that charge all different prices on the website. I don't know. It's always it's a tough thing, right? Pricing. Because at the end of the day, I got to pay for all this crap. We got a bunch of new stuff coming too, so it's weird because it's been a year since we got Sports Chat back. So it's like we had the COVID stoppage, but during COVID we made no money. I only lost money because I paid everyone through COVID, and I did not take the government assistance. So, I had to take a step back. But now, now we have things going again. The YouTube Premium, it's you guys. I don't sit here and go buy new Maseratis, with the money, Escalades and stuff. I put it all back into. You can see exactly where it's going. Usually you can see it. You'll see a new website design. You'll see some other stuff going on at the premium, and some stuff behind the scenes for the premium for the cappers to help them and let them know a lot more where they're at. Which Rod requested yesterday, which of course Brian's ideas always cost me money. Anyways, not going to talk about that anymore. I don't think I need to explain myself. If anything, it's like I need to explain why mine were so much less expensive than some of the other guys who were just pathetic out there. And I do mean pathetic. Got a lot of hockey today.
It's Saturday.
So I actually went in and put in personally 5 hockey bets for myself. No reason. I said I was going to be a degenerate gambler this year, and I'm sticking to it. Man of my word. Pittsburgh, Philly, Islanders, Sabres, Devils, Rangers, Nashville, Florida. I'm on Nashville. Rod, any of those?
Yeah, for me, I like the Devils in this spot. I know the Rangers just beat them, but I think this is a spot that the Devils finally get off the shine and get themselves a win. Give the Devils in that one. I also I like Pittsburgh here. So far we've zigzagged. Pittsburgh won the first one. Philadelphia came back, won the next one. I think Pittsburgh wins this one. And I'll just take the Islanders to just keep beating up on Buffalo. Give me Islanders on the puck line in that one. Islanders still perfect at home. And I would just love the Predators today. Give us Cashville. Florida's going down. I'll take Cashville on the money line as they upset the Florida Panthers today.
What if like somebody that didn't know anything about hockey took like $400 and put it on the Islanders plus a goal and a half at minus 130, or the Sabres? I'm sorry, plus a goal and a half at minus 130. Do you think that would be reasonable?
Oh, for sure.
All right.
That's definitely a very reasonable bet because I think that has a really good chance that could be a 1-goal game.
I feel better. I know someone that might have done that arbitrarily. Ron?
I wonder who that could be.
Someone I know.
Do I know?
I'm asking for a friend.
I'm with Rod. Let's take Cashville. Getting great value at home. Plus money, I think they get the job done. Take them on the money line. I also take the overpaid bums. I think they'll get a win today. Pittsburgh at home, like Rod's saying, they're splitting back and forth. Today is Pittsburgh's chance after the total collapse last game. So those are the two I like in that window.
How about you, Brian?
Absolutely agree with Rod. The New Jersey Devils, for me, it easily could have been a premium if we didn't have all this great college basketball action. Love the Devils that they had to bounce back from that humiliation to the Rangers the other night. Devils had a great price at home. That's a easy winner there. And then I disagree. I'm going to go with the Florida Panthers. I'm going to lay that minus 140. It's a little juicy. Panthers are just playing much better hockey. I think they keep it rolling tonight in Nashville and get another W.
Still have that $250 March Madness thing going, or did you just finally pull the plug on that?
No.
Lunacy.
You were yelling because it was $200. I put it to $250, and that's where it's going to stick at. It's a good price, I think. And Rod has, I think, the same price also for his pack.
Both fired.
He only yells at me like we could have the same price for something. I'll get yelled at about it.
So explain this to me, because it's mostly college basketball this month, right? And it's mostly going to be college basketball, and your regular monthly is how much?
300.
300.
So for $50 more, you get the NBA, you get NHL. So
that's too low too. You got to go to 329 or something.
That's fine. I don't mind charging more. I'm just 300 seems to be what the average everybody was charging, so that's what I want.
This is why at the end of the month I end up with nothing. All right. My expenses are going down. Those it's like absolutely not. All right, we go to our next set of games. I have I happen to personally have bet that. I'll admit it. I personally bet Buffalo plus the goal and a half, and I bet Nashville. I know nothing about hockey, but I bet a bunch of hockey games this morning because I felt like it. I also bet on Arizona against the Smudges. Smudges have let me down a few times recently. Got Vancouver against Toronto, Arizona against the Smudges, Montreal against Winnipeg, and Colorado against the DUCKS Ducks. Rod.
For me, in these games, I like the Leafs to bounce back. I know the Leafs, the Vancouver Canucks, they beat the Leafs, but that was off a back-to-back. They played 2 against the Oilers, and then they had to fly to Vancouver, play them the next night. So they got a tired Leafs team. But it's Saturday. This Leaf team comes to play. I'm going to take the Leafs on the puck line as they win by 2 or 3 goals in that one. I don't like the Coyotes here. They get the win. They're gonna win this outright. Kemper in goal. He's gonna stand on his head and have a good game. Definitely. I also lean the under in that one as we got a defensive battle. 2 good goalies starting in that one. And I like the Jets and Montreal to go over the number. We're going to definitely see enough goals in that one. If I'm not mistaken, it should be the Jets backup who might play. Either way, goals will plenty in that one. And the other one, I'm going to take the Ducks again. The Ducks are 10-1 on the puck line on the road this year. They've been 1-goal game, 1-goal game, 1-goal game. They battle, not getting the wins, but they definitely keep it 1-score game. So give me the Ducks on the plus 1.5 at Colorado.
I agree with you. I like the Desert Dogs. Give me the Coyotes at home. Money line. I think they win this game outright for sure. I think you're getting great value with Arizona. I like Toronto as well, laying the 1.5. I think they bounce back and win this game by 2-3 goals. Vancouver, just a terrible defense, and I think Toronto scores 4 or 5 goals in this one. And that's what I like in that window.
Other sites have much cheaper March packages for more.
It's not true.
I don't think that's
not true from what I've seen.
It's not true from what I've seen.
That sounds like some BS.
I mean, I don't like to talk bad about our competition, but those guys suck. I don't even know who you're talking about. I have no idea. But I do know everybody else in this industry that's of the reputable sites, or the reputable ones, the ones that aren't the fly-by-nighters. And I'll put us up against any of them, for sure. Day of the week. I think most of the cappers that are on multiple sites will tell you the same thing.
Yeah. In that group of games here, I totally agree with Rod and Romanelli here. Love the Toronto Maple Leafs laying that puck and a half. I think they bounce back against the Canucks. And I also agree with Rod on the Ducks getting the plus 1.5. I think this is a 1-goal game. Ducks almost got it done yesterday. I think they keep it close within a goal tonight. So I'm going to take the Ducks plus 1.5 and Toronto minus a goal and a half.
My turn?
Yep.
What else did I bet anything in this time slot? Oh, I think I just bet against the Smudges. Was my one game. I got Arizona. Why not? You like that one, Rod? Arizona?
Yeah, I love the Desert Dogs today. Love the Desert Dogs.
All right. Got $400 on it. I know nothing about hockey. Got the Stars and the Blue Jackets, the Kings and the Blues, the Oilers and the Flames, and the Sharks, who I did bet on in that one as well. I got the puck and a half. I got minus 130 on that. I think it's a deal. I took the Sharks plus a goal and a half here against Vegas. Brian, any of these?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Calgary Flamers, Rod's favorite team. I think Oilers have lost, I believe, 3 games straight. I think Calgary turns it on, and they haven't looked too great this season against Edmonton, but I think they can get the win here. Nice plus money. That's my only pick, the Flamers.
So, Brian, you think that getting a goal and a half and still taking a minus payout on a team like the Sharks here at home with 29% of the public, you think that's still okay in the book, or you think that's still a square play because I'm getting minus on it?
No, I would take the plus 1.5 in that spot because it looks like a 1-goal win for the Golden Knights.
Yeah, because only only 5% of the money line money is on the Sharks in this game. So I don't know.
It just seems really tough to get that empty net goal this season. I don't know.
It always is. It's the empty net goal is always way overrated, man. Way over. People act like it happens every day. It's like
Islanders never get an empty net goal.
Yeah, I mean
last year the empty net goal was up. This year that empty net goal was like way down. It's totally dropped from what it was last year.
I'll tell you, who's great at defending the empty net goal is Duncan Keith. When he was when Blackhawks were winning those championships, forget it. It's like no chance. Him and Seabrook. It's like you got zero chance of hitting that empty net. Both those guys could score, so they'd be in. Anyways, you're not scoring the empty net on those guys. Duncan Keith would take it to the face if need be. Who was the other guy that they had, the second line center on that Blackhawks team that was super fast too? It's like, who did not allow the empty netter either. It's ridiculous. Nobody liked him. Patrick Sharp. No one liked
Patrick Sharp.
That's Sharp.
Yeah, no one liked him. Did not allow the empty netter. Took it personally. I like the guys that take not allowing the empty netter personally. We're going to put everybody up front, and you're not going to score anyway. I actually think the teams that pull the goalie and score goals are, those are the guys. Right? Those are the ones. You score that goal with like half a second left on the clock, you have to replay it and check it. It's like heartbreakers.
Oh,
just rips their
those are the
guts
worst.
out. Rips their guts out. Or the best.
Depends where you're sitting.
Yeah, depends where you're sitting.
If that's your team, you're like, yes! If you need that puck line, you're like, no good.
My worst loss as a fan was the Orange Bowl game in Miami, Nebraska, when they came back on us in the second round. It was like, it never happened to us before. So, Warren Sapp and Ray Lewis just gassed. So no one could move on us. And all of a sudden, they're moving on us. Where are we at? Everyone gave out their picks?
Yep.
No, here. I'll give you this last clump. I know Columbus has beat Dallas the last couple games. Not in this one. When Dallas bounces back, they get the win. I'm going to take Dallas on the puck line in that one. I know the Kings almost got the win over the Blues last night. That's it. They're not going to get the chance to beat the Blues now. Blues are 4-0 in the last 4. That was their chance. They needed to get that win last night. They won't bounce back and get a win there today. The Blues, Bennington will stand on his head. I'm going to take the Blues on the puck line in that one. And in the Battle of Calgary, in the Battle of Alberta, I'm going to take the Oilers. The Oilers are 5-0 their last 5 games versus teams with a losing record, which is what the Calgary Flames have. So the Oilers are also 2-1 against Calgary this year. And I'm going to take the Oilers on the puck line. There's your hockey parlay. Take Dallas, St. Louis, the Oilers, all on the puck line. Parlay those 3 out. Hockey puck line. Parlay.
Calgary's 11-11. That's not technically losing.
Tony Brown was supposed to be with us, but
it's technically they are losing because those 2 overtime were 2 overtime losses. So those are technically losing.
Flamers are taking it today.
Yeah, Tony Brown was supposed to be on the show with us today, but his car broke down or something, so he's going to be on tomorrow with us. He just texted me from an Uber. It's recharged his phone.
Coming back from his girlfriend's house, probably.
I don't know what the hell that guy's doing. I'm sure he's having a good time. I tell you what, you want to go to a good restaurant in Vegas, you bring Tony Brown with you. He knows all the best places, man. It's like you let Tony pick the restaurant, you're gonna eat, man. It doesn't matter. Like I don't eat red meat or pork. It don't matter, man. He'll take you to the barbecue place that it's like, the people that like all that stuff can get that, and it's like the best chicken and turkey, and like, oh man.
Well, him and Joe D probably. Joe D'Amico probably also.
Different styles. Joe D will take you to the good Italian restaurants. Tony Brown is like, the barbecue. He's got the barbecue down, and he also Thai food. Oh my God, off the chain.
Oh, you're making me hungry.
Off the chain on the Thai food for Tony Brown. He seriously knows what he's doing. He orders from appetizer all the way down for it. So he's got the whole thing going.
Nice.
Man, Tony Brown stood me up, but he did take me to that Thai place. It's like, well, Tony Brown, where's your picks, man? It's like I got people asking me, where's your picks? He did take me to that. Did take me to that place with the best Tom Cost soup that'll just knock your socks off. Just saying. Where are we at? Parlay time, right? Rod gave out a hockey parlay. You got a hoops parlay?
I have a hoops parlay.
We got to get going because we got to do the premium show. I say that after I've been filibustering for half the show.
Give me 1 second. Somebody else has one ready. Then
now West Virginia line's at 10 now. So
yeah, that really stinks.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, I'm glad I didn't give it out. I still like West Virginia there, or whatever. I kind of like Oklahoma State, but I'm glad I didn't give it out because then I would have gotten a million emails. Do you still like West Virginia 10, which is where it's at?
Yeah, well, when you're working at it at 7 o'clock.
No, I understand. No, I believe me. You're preaching to the choir. I tell everybody to have their picks in, right? So I'm the one. It's my fault. It's my fault. I'm not going to push the blame to Romanelli like I normally do. And I don't have Ruffalo.
And I have 15 minutes.
We could still blame Ruffalo, even though he's not here. We should bring him in for the pinata segment.
Oh, I'm going to see a pinata today. I got a kid's birthday party.
We just pinata Ruffalo for about 30 seconds.
As far as my parlay goes, I'll jump ahead since Rod's working on it. I got Seton Hall money line, Devils money line, and the Georgia Bulldogs plus the points today. Love that 3-teamer.
You're normally after these guys, but Rod, go ahead.
For me, we're going to go Privateers, lay the points. We're going to go Missouri and Incarnate Word plus the points. Privateers, Missouri, Incarnate word.
Word up.
And for me, I got a 3-teamer in college hoops. You got Wagner laying the points, Missouri State on the money line, and Jackson State laying the points against Alabama State.
I'm going to take Notre Dame, UCLA, and what's another one that I gave out the opposite in the video? Notre Dame, UCLA, and you know what? Throw in Ole Miss with me in that one, just for the hell of it. All right. All good?
All good.
Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Of course, we'll have our premium picks out in just a moment for our premium show. We'll get it out in a hurry. Won't be clowning around like we usually are behind the scenes. Rod, do you have an NHL package, or is it grouped with your basketball in the website? Question?
There is. I have an NHL season pass. So far, I've had no takers. So
No takers.
So since March Madness hit, I haven't. I think I gave out one. I've given out one hockey premium in a week. I just had no takers on it.
I'll give it.
I'm gonna go buy it.
I'm gonna go buy it. I'm gonna go buy it.
I'm gonna
Make
buy
Rod
it
do
just so
some
you have
hockey
to do it
work.
every day.
We'll force Rod to put picks in.
It'd
We'll
be
buy
worth
one.
it.
How much is it?
It is probably $300. I think I knocked it off, or almost
Well,
halfway through the season.
if you give
Thumbs
me
up.
a winner first and show me you can win, then I'll buy it. That's
How
what
about
people
you
say
knock
in
it
the email.
down to 250?
It's like, I don't know, 15 years of documented record doesn't do it for you, but one random pick that I should give you for free will do. Okay. You got me. You know, it's like. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. Have a great day. We're going to try and act more professional tomorrow with Tony Brown here, hopefully. And yeah, we're going to do the premium show. You know, maybe I'll pop in later on. I am going to be around today. I have a bunch of like paperwork and stuff I got to do. I'm still catching up. I have not played golf. This will be my 3rd day in a row. Just too busy. Life happens. Thanks everyone for joining us. Let's make it a winning day. And like I said, we'll try and act more professional.